Hello, my ragtime dad. Send me a gift I want. Maybe my heart's on fire.
Daniel, you made this?
I'm just outside. Yeah. Okay. I told him to chill and relax. They in the studio with me.
In the studio with Bay. We ain't coming to play. Keep it alive every day, cause your house shot on his way.
Yeah, on his way he finna pop, 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 pop. Yeah, okay, look. On the way he finna slide. Best believe we finna glide. Yeah, we finna get out of here. Yeah, first class finna ride.
First class finna rise, so repent before it's time. Time to see the nukes flying. Ayy, your house shot, he ain't lying.
America finishes dead, only a matter of time. They were Putin hit the button and nukes start to fly.
And kids start whining, and babies start dying, and grown men start crying. Finna get in church and go outside.
Wait, outside? Tryna go outside and play, not tryna play 2K. In the studio all day.
Yeah.
Wait, in the studio all day. We ain't coming to play. Yeah, look.
Wait, why are we going outside?
Some nukes flying, something like that.
Something amount of time.
I've been paying attention to the news. I've been hearing the Israelites out there talking about World War III, pestilence.
Yeah, they crazy.
They crazy.
They've been talking about this since the 1990s. This growth is crazy. Like this.
Yeah, they weird. They always yelling at folks. You know what I'm saying?
Telling that folks talking about nations going in captivity and they come to these jobs, setting these gigs off. Man, nobody care about y'all religion.
Exactly. I mean, Jesus is black though.
He might be.
I just read the law today. All praise the Most High for another day. Keeping these law they supposed to hate. Walking in the light like Proverbs say. Come get wisdom like Solomon say. Hate and sentence and piece of cake. Thanking the Most High for another day. Lord, I'm getting spiritually paid. Stacking it up like a Tetris game. I went by way yelling the other nations gonna be slaves. Exodus 20 and 8, it's the Sabbath day. Thanking the Lord for grace today. Ready to side the Maccabees. Anyone not serving how can get slain with the sword. I praise and we on one accord. I'm always giving all praise to the Lord. Study the scripture like call me a door. You'll never catch me eating no pork. Trying to stay on fire for the Lord. First John 2 verse 4. Ain't keeping commandments, you don't know the Lord. Ain't keeping commandments, man, you don't know the Lord, man. But guess what? I'm gonna let my brother hop on this beat.
Yeah, look, keep the commandments, you don't know the Lord. Keep the scriptures on me like a sword. Prophesy to the children of Edom. Time is up, the Lord gonna split you.
Life in this, I want that seal. I'm trying to love the Most High to feel. We get on the beat and make music for the Most High. We don't want no deal. When your house I come, you know I'm a kneel.
Prophets fulfill, you know it get real. Me and my camp, all in the field. Teaching the Bible, keeping it real. Telling no lies, keeping it trill. Teaching the sheep, they don't listen for real.
They don't listen to us, they listen to Master. Wait, matter of fact, they listen to their pastor. Speaking English, I feel like a bastard. Yeah, hold on. Your house I don't love everybody. Yeah, that's the truth. You know Christ only died for Israel.
Praise the Most High, yeah. All this pain that I'm going through in these last days, trying to hold on to the true Christ. It was one point, I ain't even know you. Yeah. I'm in them churches for real, trying to get my brothers all east, all daily bill. Come back to your house worse and you will get hit. Yeah. I got faith, touch my friend, just they go down to my bridge. My people really need some healing. Y'all need to start drilling, and y'all need to start stealing. Y'all not kill some villains. Oh, y'all the most I children. Don't believe he gon' come get you. Don't get small excision. The most I here, give you this. I said 39, we rebel that's real. We never like to listen to simple instructions. They get cool to push that button, all that stuff you bought for nothing. Come back to the outside edge, man. It's time to come back, man. Pull that button, get pushed, man. It's too late. All you gon' see is your light flash, but your eyes is screaming, man. You gon' see your eyes get consumed away. Your tongue consumed out your mouth, man. Time to wake up. You are the children of Israel. Deuteronomy 7 verse 6, man. You above all people. Time to wake up. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. God praise. God praise. You gon' like these talking right? Yeah.
This is not cupcakes. This is the voice of reason.
Hashatan trying to take my soul, but Yahweh told him no, so he had to go. Spirit heavy, trying to focus on the path I'm on, but them demons trying to sleep me like a Tylenol. A miracle falling, it's a dream come true. Better repent before you get destroyed too. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true, but I just pray that we worthy enough to see them fiery nukes. You blessed if you get to see this kingdom fall. And I'm blessed for all the brothers that I came across. I put my life on the line for them. And if it ever came down to a life, I'd die for them. Having dreams of being a martyr used to rattle me. What if they do this? What if they do that? Used to mess with me. But that spirit of fear, it can't dwell in me. I'm a son of David, Satan, you can't mess with me. I done fell so many times, I can't even count. But the times that I rose is a great amount. We at the end, so repent and get your spirit right before those spaceships in the sky come and take you out.
Yeah. I'll praise to the Most High.
Extra. This shit is hard.
Are coming, false Christ, 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 are coming. Yeah, you might try to walk up at camp, talking about got you instead of Christ. Matthew 24 calls out all these fake Christs. How you follow a man that don't even believe in the book of life? But Israel, you got a chance to believe in all these false Christs. Keep the commandments or die. But how it hates when his people follow all these false lies. So why y'all following Yahshua? He can't get y'all eternal life. He got them but a dying life. When Christ come back, all Ethiopians gonna be slammed by the sword. How dare you even quote the words of the Lord? I don't even know why you might came out the camp trying to quote the words of the Lord, man. Scoffing and stuff, and the Bible says it's might is warning, man. What you doing speaking the words of the Most High, man? False Christ are coming, 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 false Christ are coming. Hold on, let me hop on it. Yo.
False Christs are coming, they gon' get thrown in the oven. The Lord gon' destroy you with the brightness of his coming. Most I want the Lord put in their spirit to push that button. Because America needs to get destroyed. All their wickedness going up, it's going up and going up. All my prayers, you know I'm throwing up, I'm throwing up, I'm throwing up. All the righteous blood keep crying out to the Lord. So you know I'm trying to get on board. All my brothers, we on one accord. The wages of sin I can't afford. Trying to be that righteous man and get that great reward. False Christs are coming. False Christs are coming. False Christs are coming. False Christs are coming.
Yeah. Can you blame us? Yeah. I let all my cares go away. I ain't scared, but that pole in my waist. Still healing from what they stole to this day. Another black body, another cold case. Unsolved murders, they just go away. What happened to them files? They get thrown away. No justice for Kendrick Johnson, but they got OJ. Everybody trying to vote, but you got no say. So how it go, and you know how it go. Promises get made, but that money on the floor, and you really still a slave. Got that knee on your throat at the bottom of the boat when we docked on the coast. And we still remember, even though they want us to forget. And we still remember how they had us paddling them ships. Did us wrong, how can we forget? For so long, work, that's why they got rich. For so long, broke all they promises. Some things you'll never forget.
We can't solve a problem or get to a solution about a problem that we refuse to acknowledge that we have. We don't have to be ashamed that we have a problem. We don't have to be ashamed to know that it is related to slavery, because all of our problems are related to slavery. And I know that seems to be some old hat issue, and everybody want me to stop talking about that. Nobody would tell the Japanese woman to forget about the fact that during World War II, the white man interned her family, took all of their personal possessions. Nobody would tell her to forget about that. Nobody would tell the Indian woman, forget about the fact that the white man came over here and took your country and put you and your babies out on the reservation. And nobody would dare to tell the Jewish woman to forget about the Holocaust.
2024, make America great. Confederate flag shake as we hung on them stakes. From crackers they killed us like the Romans killed Christ. The pain in my eyes as my loved ones died. The years go by, but the pain lives on. Of unsolved murders, the list goes on. The tab must be paid for all the blood that was shed. America's polluted, the land of the dead.
And we still remember, even though they want us to forget. And we still remember how they had us paddling them ships. Did us wrong, how can we forget? For so long, work, that's why they got rich. For so long, broke all they promises. Some things you'll never forget.
I'm sitting on the throne, sharpening my sword, waiting to bring my people home. I'm mad, cause the wicked trying to play me, thinking it's a joke, gon' be begging me to save them. Why should I, when I gave you all these chances, died on the cross for your sins and you still playing? Yeah, I even sent my prophets out, but you didn't wanna hear him, you mock, I mean how could you? Look, my garment gon' be dipped in blood, all these people finna die, I done had enough. And my soldier with that fire, supernatural powers from the Father who gon' stop us. My Father, give me word, and it's up, and it's stuck. Let's believe we finna bring that force. The whole earth finna shake, and them nukes finna quake. War is me, we done had enough. Verse 2. Let's get it. Look, I hear the cries of my people, mourning to be saved. I'm anxious, Abba, let me go. No, my son, your time is not yet. Patience is the key, your time is coming, just sit back and wait. So I sit back down and watch the earth. Hearing all the prayers of the elect got me hurt. Yeah, I'm coming back with some power. First I was a sheep, I'm coming back as a lion. For sure, don't be a fool and try to stop me. Trying to stop me, I have my angels come and mop you. And I'm Thanos with the stones. Even the Avengers couldn't avenge me on their own. Bring the military force, I roll on my own, the king on the throne. And my father right beside me, he gave me the signal, time is up, come and stop me. What you finna do when them bombs start flying? What you finna do when the sun not shining? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do when the times get tough and the world start changing and people start complaining and them nukes start aiming? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do? What you finna do when the famine start to hit? What you finna do when the people hitting licks? What you finna do when the lights turned out and the water turned off and the people start shouting? What you finna do when the city's all lawless? What you finna do when the people all jobless? What you finna do when you in a FEMA camp and they treating you like crap and you haven't ate a meal? And it's real to me, what a time to see, it ain't make-believe. So what you saying to me? Will I make it to the end or will I fumble? Will I live to see this kingdom crumble? Stay humble, the time's close and we must be prepared. But any wicked spirits creeping unawares, stay prayed up and don't lose the faith. We really at the end, Jacob finna win. What you finna do when bombs start flying? What you finna do when the sun not shining? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do when the times get tough and the world start changing and people start complaining and nukes start aiming? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do? What you finna do when them bombs start flying? What you finna do when the sun not shining? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do when the times get tough and the world start changing and people start complaining and nukes start aiming? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do? What you finna do, Aki? What you finna do?
I want you guys to believe. Don't just listen to me. Feel me in your soul. Believe you can win. Believe you can win.
Storm.
The Lord directs a man's steps. I'm taking a man understand his own way.
Matthew 24, I'm reading, let me know in the last days. Prophecy fulfilling, you can't tell me this ain't real. Keep a couple bruises around me and they always keep it trill.
They keep it true, you know your house shot coming to kill. With the Father, I can't fake it, you know I gotta keep it real.
Tell the truth, don't tell no lies. Yeah, we come to prophesy. Yeah, we come to prophesy. Yeah, we come to let it rock. Wear our fringes all the time. Keep that law, we always lit. Go to camp, we always teach. We is not gonna play no game. Yeah, you know we all on 10. Yeah, you know we teach the truth. Either might they come up trip. Scripture shoot, we not gonna miss.
We not gonna miss them, you know we gon' flip. You know we gon' rule with a rod of iron. 40 lets you get out of line, you know I ain't gonna do no crime. You know you run out of time today, the Lord's in there calling the heathen.
Yeah, they time is up, the time is close. Repent and keep the law. Yeah, we turning up. Yeah, we the Israelites and that's a fact. We the Jews a fact. Yeah, how it shine. He a black man, that's a fact. Yeah, we love the Bible and we go and teach the people. If you ain't an Israelite, you going into slavery. That's a fact. That's a fact. We don't care about rats. All of that's gonna burn, get destroyed. I believe in blessings. I don't do no luck. Keep it tough.
I don't do no luck. You know the Bible. You know I go tough. They know what Israel's going on. I ain't trying to be no scrum person. I'm trying to clean that cup. You know what the Lord and the King. I'm trying to sow. I'm trying to be that good tree producing fruit. I don't want to be corrupt. You know I'm made in the Most High image. I'm from that clay. I'm from that clump.
Chop a Judah in my veins. You know we ain't play no game. Either might they talking crazy. Pull up, pop, pop, gone. Yeah, Bible bloody, scriptures cutting deep, cutting doctrine. We don't play about our Father. Shooting missiles, shooting lava, and you better not try to stop him. Try to stop him, he might pipe you. Bible real is really true. I don't play about my crew. I'ma tell you what it is and what it ain't. I tell you what the truth is. I'm not finna play with you. I'll tell you what this Bible say. If you keep it or you don't, I done told you what it was.
Your words like a burning fire, calling alone when it goes to the water. You're coming every day, showing night. No, I don't wanna go to the fire because I know not everybody getting in. Every day I'm trying to win, I sin. But the Lord, you can't pretend. Can't be that real sin. I wanna be the perfect king because at the end I wanna be justified. If you fall in this touch, you gon' get crucified. Family first, gon' hate you without a call. Ephesians 6:6, we don't do for this applause. Like King David, I love your law. In the there's no flaws. No flaws. Face the east every day and race the fall. All the sign every weekend like the prophets perform. Study your words so one day I can hear you know me. I was saying this to me, how it shut you set me free. I had to start doing a lot of what you be because judgment doesn't come in speedily. Go read Sirach, chapter 21, verse 1 to 3. After go read Romans 6 and 23. The Lord sheds you like a rain. He might not get you now, he might do another life. He might get you another life, another life, another life. He took the stripes, he took the stripes, he took the stripes. It's time to get right, it's time to get right. Let's all come together and do what's right. I hate your brothers, I'm just right. Because we all supposed to be walking in the light. See how it's shine, how partial the world calls Christ. You move like can you ain't getting in. There ain't no greater love than man lay down his life for his friend. Righteousness and unrighteousness won't ever mix or blend. Call it in the truth like how it's shine. We don't do this for a trend.
I'm trying to endure this truth. I'm trying to endure this truth. I'm trying to endure this truth. Ayy. I'm trying to endure this truth. I'm trying to endure this truth. I'm trying to endure this truth. Ayy. I'm on on the spiritual walk all alone. Frankincense and on my cologne. I know when I'm wrong, I got a song. I know I ain't good, I'm back to the bone. Yeah, I'm back to the bone. All of these demons key in my phone. None of these demons won't leave me alone. Take up a shoe when you come in my own. Real as it get, can't make me a clone. I feel my people 2/3 is gone. I pour out my feelings on all of these songs. And got it like my music with a song. Better repent for them bombs, it's blown. Better make it the side by gone. I pray I drip till they call me home. I'm trying to endure this truth.
All right, Shalom, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. It's in his name that we do all these classes. All right, so we want to make sure we give him all the honor and the praise. All right. So this is law school. We're gonna be going over Genesis chapter 8. All right, Lord willing, it's edifying to the nation. We're gonna pick up right where we left off. So we left off with the flood happening. Noah and his family were saved through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so let's go in the Bible. Let me share the screen real quick. Let's try it again. Oh man, he's doing that again. Hey, try it again. All right, Genesis chapter 8. And I'm gonna start at verse 1. Brothers, if y'all got precepts, go ahead and bring them out, man. Let me grab my Bible real quick. All right, so Genesis 8 and verse 1. All right, so the title here, it says the flood subsides. All right, the flood subsides. So it says, and God and Yahweh remembered Noah. All right, it says he remembered Noah, man. He didn't forget him or forsake him, right? It says, and every living thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And Yahweh made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged, right? So this wind caused the waters to dry up, all right, that he caused to pass over the earth. It says the fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped. All right, so that's where the rain comes from, the windows of heaven. It says, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters returned from off the earth continually. And the water, and after the end of 150 days, the waters were abated. All right, so I found that to be interesting. Just reading that, right? Just understanding that it was, we went over last time, it was 22.5 feet, I want to say, of water, 22.5 feet of water everywhere on the earth. All right, 22.5 feet of water everywhere on the earth. But yet right, let me get this precept. Let me go to Ecclesiastes. 22 feet of water everywhere on the earth. But the Lord made all that water to subside, right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes 1. And I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, the wind goeth toward the south and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither do they return again. All right, so all these waters, they never overflow according to the Bible, right? The Most High has a route for these things that man can never really understand. We can't fully bring it into perception the way that he does, right? Let's go back. Let's go back to Genesis. All right, let me see. Yeah, Genesis 8. All right, so it says, and after the end of 150 days, the waters were abated. All right, so it says, and the ark rested in the 7th month, and on the 17th day of the month upon the mountains of Ararat. So that equals up to about 5 months. All right, let's look at something real quick. I wish it'll let me share my entire screen. But I want to look up where Mount Ararat is today. All right, it says dormant. While Mount Ararat is currently dormant, it is potentially active. So that's a volcano. All right. So while there have not been volcanic eruptions in recorded history, future volcanic activity from high mountains is possible. All right. So let's get a little bit more on it. Let's go to Wikipedia. All right. So it says, let me see. It says Greater Ararat, the highest peak in Turkey. All right, Little Ararat's elevation is 3,896 meters, or 12,782 feet. All right, that's how high it is. All right, it says the Ararat Massif is about 35 kilometers or 22 miles wide at ground base. The first recorded efforts to reach Ararat summit were made in the Middle Ages. All right, so that's a high mountain. All right, it says in Europe, the mountain has been called by the name Ararat since the Middle Ages, as it began to be identified with mountains of Ararat, described in the Bible as the resting place of Noah's Ark, despite contention that Genesis 8:4 does not refer specifically to a Mount Ararat. All right, so people argue about it if it's literal or not, but that's where it's supposed as it is located. All right, so it says here that it's 16,854 feet at its peak, right? So that's pretty dang on high. Pretty high. That's of today, or at least in the modern era, about how high that mountaintop is. All right, so let's go back to the Bible. Oh, dang, y'all couldn't see what I was reading in Wikipedia. Dang, it's a lucky, man. Trying to navigate around this app not letting me share my screen like I want to. All right, so verse 5, Genesis 8:5. It says, and the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountain seen. So the waters went down little and little and little, right? Little by little by little. It didn't just all disappear at one time. It says, and it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark, which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. It says also he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her and pulled her into the ark. So he sent the raven first, and then he sent this dove out, and the dove flew, and it don't say the raven came back.
Shalaki.
Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Hey, and that's the thing. I'm glad you said that, man, because me and my real was actually we was reading the book of Genesis, chapter 8, and we were wondering the same thing. It was like the raven, he let the raven go. The raven didn't come back, but the dove, it came back. So we just started looking into like attributes of a raven. And it was going into how a raven can go long distance flying. So the raven could have just been like just flying. He didn't have to come back. And you got to think about all the dead bodies that was in the water. A raven can feast on the dead bodies. So it really didn't have to come back, you know, and the dove don't really have the attributes of a raven in the sense of flying long distance and, you know what I'm saying, feasting on dead bodies. So a dove may have had to come back for that protection, but that raven, you know, had the attributes to be able to fly long distance and may not have to come back until the water dried up. That's just something we were looking into. I was questioning, I was like, the raven didn't come back. But why, if it was water and like it was high like that, how the raven didn't come back but the dove did? But that could be something to think about.
Yeah, I definitely was thinking about that and wondering that, but that's interesting to know that I didn't know that ravens fly longer distances like that. And that would make sense that, you know, they could probably, if some of them bodies, you know, floated to the top, you know, the water, they would probably see that and eat on it. That makes sense, man. So that the raven, it never came back, but the dove came back and couldn't find no place to rest, it said. Right. And he pulled her into the ark, and it says, and he stayed yet other 7 days. And again, he sent forth the dove out of the ark. So he waited a week and sent her back out. It says, and the dove came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. So she came back this next time with an olive leaf. All right. So Noah like, okay, bet. It says, and he stayed yet another 7 days. So he didn't just, you know, rush right on out. He was like, okay, I'm gonna wait another week. He knew at least gave him some understanding. Okay, it's drying up. You got to imagine how he felt, man. You looking out and all you see all around you is just water. You know, so, you know, that could make you get kind of anxious, man. No, so him seeing that olive leaf come, it at least gave him some, okay, at least it's drying up in some of the places. Right. So it says, and he yet stayed other 7 days and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him anymore. So this time the dove stayed gone. It stayed gone, right? It says, and it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month. So it said the ark landed in the 10th month, 11, 12, first. So 3 months done went by since the ark landed on Mount Ararat. All right. It says the waters were dried up from off the earth, and Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. So it was dry, man. After all that time, after waiting 3 months, right, it was finally dry. It says, and in the second month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, was the earth dry. So it was fully dry in the second month. It says, and God and Yahweh spake unto Noah, saying, go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife and thy sons wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds, went forth out of the ark. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. So he made a sacrifice to the Lord, right, on behalf of the Most High, remembering him and his family and keeping his promise. All right, it says, and the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground anymore for man's sake. For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done. So he said, I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
No, you feel what you're saying, King.
Go. No, you got it. Go ahead.
I had just want to touch on verse 20, man, because that just verse 20 is a perfect example just to show that the law always been here, because he knew to grab a clean beast. You had clean beasts and you had unclean beasts. So he knew the difference between the clean and unclean beast. How he knew that? Because the law always been here. Why'd you want to say that, King?
Con, that's right, man. Let me get a precept on that. Let's go to the book of John, chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, in the beginning, Genesis was the word, right? So the word is the law, right? It says the word was here in the beginning, and the word was with God, and the word was God, right? So the word been here. The law's been here. They didn't just get here when Moses got here. They've been here, right? So that's a great point, King. He knew what animals to take that was clean and which ones to offer to the Lord. All right. It says, and it was a sweet savor unto the Lord. And he said, I will not again curse the ground anymore for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. So he basically like, I'll never do that again, because man just think wickedly from the time they born. They don't never stop thinking wicked, right? If I just went on based off of that, I'd be cursing the ground every time I turn around. Every time I look around, I have to dang curse the ground, right? Let me get that in the book. Dang, man, this.
Hey, Brute said he had a point, King. He backstage.
Oh, come. Let me bring him up. Con, go ahead, King.
Shalom, King.
Shalom.
My bad, man. My phone overheated. I was gonna say I wanted to add a point to like just thinking about like these things. Like I never thought about that when with the raven and all that, man. I never thought about that. It never came back. The thing that's crazy about it is that those bodies that was on that water, they were decaying. And I was gonna ask y'all, Kings, do y'all think that it had like a smell in the air, like a bad smell? Because we know when a body's decaying that it smells. So do you think when Noah probably stepped out and looked, do you think like he smelled that in the air on a sense because of those decaying?
It ain't far-fetched.
Yeah, I say, shoot. I know it had to be a bad smell. Just think about like a dead animal on the side of the road, and you smell that dead animal. That just stink. So it had to be smelling like. And the raven probably, he smelled that too. So he was probably having a feast.
Man, facts. I was just thinking like, dang, like that was so many bodies that was just like probably like just floating there for that whole time. And then like when it finally like dried, like the smell like of just everything, like man, but that's the point that I had, man.
Hey, that's right. That's right, man. So it could have had a smell. I don't know. But if it did, I'm sure it was bad. Let me get a precept in the book of Sirach, 17. All right, Sirach chapter 17 and verse 16. All right, it says, every man from his youth is given to evil. Neither could they make to themselves fleshly hearts for stony. So man is given to evil, man. From the time they born, they thoughts are given to evil. So the Lord is like, look, I can't keep flooding the earth because men are wicked. I can't destroy the whole earth for man's sake again. Even in Armageddon or World War III, the whole earth won't be destroyed. Right? The Lord, he'll never flood or destroy every living thing again, he said. Right? So let's go back to Genesis. Genesis 8. I'm gonna stand this one because at least I can use the Apocrypha. Genesis 8 and verse 22, right? It says, while the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Right? So that's basically the seasons, right? Spring, summer, fall, and winter. The Lord said we're gonna always have those seasons, and you'll always have day and night. That'll never cease, right? So the seasons are in the Bible. That's how we know to keep our feast days, when to keep them, and things like that. It's based on the seasons, right? So the Lord said those things will never cease as long as, you know, that promise is around to the Israelites, right? So just understanding the gravity and the magnitude of what just happened on the earth, you know, everybody just died. I always like to try to think about what Noah went through, man. It wasn't a light thing. Everybody on the earth just died except for him and his family. And I just can't imagine what he probably felt like. You know, that was some heavy stuff, man. But the Lord says that he's gonna react like that. Let me get that in the book of Isaiah. Let me find it real quick. I think it's Isaiah 13. If I can't find it, I ain't gonna worry about it. It just came to my mind. Let me look for it. I want to pull this precept. Oh, it's in Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse number 20. Right? The Lord found Noah to be righteous, and that's the only reason why he spared his family, right? I done turned to it in my Bible. Let me put it on the screen. Ezekiel 14 and verse number 20. All right, it says, though Noah, let me start at verse 18. All right, it says, though these three men were in it, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither their sons nor daughters, but they only shall be delivered themselves. It says, or if I send a pestilence into that land, or pour out my fury upon it in blood, to cut off from it man and beast, though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, saith the Lord God, they shall deliver neither their sons nor daughter. They shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. Right? So the Lord, this was a special situation that you got to think about. The Lord was sparing Job and his whole family. Right? He spared Noah and his whole family. But certain wickedness, the Lord say, look, only you can deliver your own soul when it comes to it. Right? Like the wickedness that's going on right now. In this type of wickedness that's going on now, you ain't gonna be able to save your only person can walk down this road is one person at a time. Right? Let me get that in the book of 2nd Ezra. All right, it's only big enough for one person to go through at a time. All right, let me get that in 2nd Ezra. Let me see. 7 and verse number 8. Right? Let me start at verse 7. It says, the entrances thereof. Let me start at verse 6. It says, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, right? So you can kind of think about that in terms of what happened with Noah, with the deep water, and what's going to happen in the future with this fire, right? There's a lot of it's many-fold in scripture. It's a lot of ways to look at it, right? But the point is, verse 8, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water. And that path is righteousness. It's so small that there could but one man go there at once. So into the kingdom is what this is talking about. Only one person can go at a time on this through this route. You can't save the next person. You can only try to get yourself right, get yourself together, right? It says, if this city were now given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Right? So Noah had to pass through danger. The danger, you got to think how people probably was acting as them. I always think about how they was acting probably as them first drops was falling. People probably wanted to kill Noah and his family. They would have killed Noah and his family. And to be able to take their spots in that ark, they would have killed them, man. They would have killed their sons and their wives. They would have did that just to save themselves and their children, man. All right, so he had to pass through danger. And so with us, you're going to have to leave a lot of people behind, man. Lord willing, we get the kingdom. You're going to have to make some hard decisions as you go forward and stay in this truth, man. You're going to have to make some tough decisions, not necessarily hard as you're not going to know what to choose. Lord willing, we all know what decision to choose, but it's not going to be easy making that choice, leaving people behind. You know, it's going to be a hard thing, man. All right, so Most High willing, you got something out of the class, man. It was a short chapter. You know, all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. Lord willing, next week we'll do chapter 9, and we making our way on through Genesis, man. Chapter 9 is going into, you know, the generations of Noah and his sons, you know, pretty much, right? And so we'll get a chance to look at who we come from and who the nations come from as we look at those generations, man. All right, so it's your brother Nahshon, New Wine Congregation of Israel. All right, brother. Go ahead, King.
I was gonna say, brother Obadiah,
brother Baruch.
All right, Most High willing, y'all got something out of it, and I'm gonna say Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.